Leadership is not about being right. It's about getting it right. And sometimes getting it right starts with, I'm sorry. Yep. Today I'm tackling a leadership strategy that's rarely talked about, but I think it's deeply powerful. And it's the strategy of apologizing. Welcome back to the Champion Forum podcast, everybody. I am your host, Jeff Hancher, and I am on a mission to help others lead, inspire, and win in this life. Let me go on record as saying this and opening with this. Apologizing is not a weakness. It is not a weakness. Matter of fact, I would tell you it's a leadership strategy. And if you want to build trust, if you want to heal fractures and lead from a position of strength, then mastering the art of leadership apology is a non-negotiable. Today, I'm going to be breaking down the ingredients of what I believe a meaningful apology is, why so many leaders do not do it well, how can we become better at it, and how can apologizing become one of your most impactful leadership tools. Now, look, I'm not here to tell you, apologize 50 times a day, because that means you're messing up probably too much. That means that you might be doing people a disservice by under-preparing, or maybe you're underqualified to lead. But if you're apologizing 50 times a day, that's not a great mantra for leadership. What I'm talking about today is apologizing when you need to. Because look, if you're running around 50 times a day and telling people you're sorry, you know what you are? You're sorry. There is a time and a place for a heartfelt apology. What I'm talking about today is that leader that never wants to apologize because they see it as weakness. I'm here to tell you that a well-placed, well-timed apology is one of the most impactful leadership things that you can do. But let's start with the truth. Most leaders, I'm stereotyping, but I'm going to say it, most leaders are terrible at apologizing. Why? Well, there's this belief system that it makes you look weak as a leader. It undermines your authority. Or maybe we genuinely don't think we did anything wrong. I know that's not you listening, but have you ever ran into that person that never thinks they're wrong? And you're like, gosh, just a quick apology would be nice. Here's the problem. Leadership mistakes that aren't repaired, they become cultural cracks. They're going to crack the foundation of your culture. You may not feel this ripple, but I will tell you, your team is feeling it. Your team is absolutely feeling it. You may be void of feeling this ripple because it's not really impacting you. It's impacting the people around you. Morale drops, engagement starts to go to a simmer, trust begins to erode, and the leader is literally oblivious. And often, all that's missing is a heartfelt apology. So why don't we maybe just shift our mindset a little bit and see this whole apology thing as part of our leadership strategy? A genuine apology, it's not about self-deprecation, it's about relationship restoration. And some of y'all need to hear this for your own personal relationships probably. Forget about leading at work. This is probably maybe some good nuggets for in the home. You know, if you have a spouse or a kid or whatever, and they need to hear this, go ahead and send it to them. I'm just kidding. Look, when this is done right, when apologizing is done right, it rebuilds trust. Not to mention it models humility, right? When you apologize, you're saying I'm humble, I don't have all the answers, and I'm wrong. It diffuses resentment. It shows high emotional intelligence as a leader because now you're saying I am self-aware, I own my blunder, I own my mistake, I own my setback, and it resets the whole tone for the team. Think about it. How often do you or have you seen a leader own their mistake without conditions? And if you're listening, you know who you are if this is you. I'm talking about how often have you seen, forget about you, how about the leaders that you have reported to over the years? How often have you seen these leaders own their mistake without conditions, without excuses, without blame shifting? Well, if it was me, well, it wasn't me. It's rare. It's so rare to see it, which is why this whole apologizing thing is so powerful. If you're going to use apology as a leadership tool, it's got to be done well.